Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Carter to start the drive.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The Jets at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Carter.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door for Zach Wilson.
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets.
7-7, our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets have moved out in front.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Terry. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jermaine Johnson in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The Patriots send out their punter, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here we go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for him.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Moore, the man in motion. They go play action with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Terry trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Moore, the man in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. Quick slant caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Wilson. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Operating from the gun, Terry. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 20. Back to throw. Terry, slant around, and he finds Thornton. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Terry. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Play action. Now Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 30 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Terry looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Terry. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Terry. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and a give to Carter.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Terry. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 24, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. Finding space at the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Terry. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another tote for Carter. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Carter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Terry. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Looking to throw. Terry. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Terry. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel